Okay, I think it's working. Yeah, it is. Okay, good morning, everyone. I am going to be trying to do this on a regular basis. Um, Coming live early in the morning, which is not so early because it took me a while to get myself together and get this working. Um, but I think this is going to be the best way for me to get some of these projects done that I've started and not finished. Let me set my phone up here so I can kind of see what's going on and show you what I'm working on. So I toyed around with working on different projects each day, but I think it's going to be better for me to work on one and get that one finished. So this is a journal that I've been working on off camera. It started out as some envelopes that I put together. Let me see if I have the example of the envelopes. I thought I had it close at hand. I might have put them away already. Let's see, here we go. Okay, so I used envelopes to make this stacked binding. And this is what the inside is looking like. And then in the center, I have eyelets here because I want to put an elastic in and put an actual soft cover junk journal inside of the junk journal. So I feel like this is kind of mini album style because these are pocket pages. So these are envelopes. You can see the envelopes were white and I just used distress ink on the outside of them to distress them in the photo mat or mat. I don't know if you want to call it a photo mat. I'm going to probably turn them into a journaling card, put some writing space on the back. Not sure yet. And I'm also considering putting a thumb pull in these pockets because it is a little difficult because the envelopes are so thin to get the photo mats in and out or the journaling cards. I don't know what I want to call them, but yeah, you get the idea. This one I need to mat. So I use 6 envelopes. So it has 6 pages front and back. Just on the base of the journal, I collaged the cover, and this cover is really extra thick because I didn't really know what I was going to do. I kind of just did this on the fly. I have a chipboard base, then I covered it or wrapped it with cardstock. Then I decided maybe I want to collage it. So then I collaged on top of the cardstock. So it's very thick. I have fabric on the spine and this crochet lace. You can see where I put the eyelets in. And then this is the back. The papers I use, and I'm pretty much using these papers to do everything right now. But the papers that I use are from Elegant Creations. And I'll try to remember to put a link in the description box below once this video uploads. Good morning, Miss Kelly. Good morning, Brandy. Okay, so, and then I use the fabric here to kind of reinforce the connection of the pages to the spine. So what I'm going to be working on is the journal that I'm going to put in here and maybe some embellishments on these pages, some pockets, things like that. So that's where I'm at. This is about 5 by 7. At least the envelopes are. The actual book size is 7.5 or 6 by 7.5. Yeah, 6 by 7.5. And then we have a 1.5-inch spine. So this is how I put this together. And I actually tried recording a video. Well, I did. I recorded some footage yesterday explaining, showing how I put the envelopes together. But then I just decided, you know what, just go live and do this live. So this is another version of the same thing, but I used 4 envelopes instead. And the envelopes, I cut them open at the top so that they would have top loading journal cards or photo mats or tags or however you want to call it. And what's going on? Hold on. Did I do something to my phone? Let me get back to the video. Okay. So I basically put together the envelopes and glued them in a stacked spine. I don't know if that's showing through. If you want to see how I put this together, let me know and I will actually record a video showing how to make the pages. Basically, once I made the pages, I just added adhesive here and put it in the cover and then put my eyelets in. I think the eyelets really will help hold this in place. And it's probably a good idea to do it with a heavier envelope. But like I said, I just had these envelopes and I have been playing around with a way to bind them, and this worked. And then I was like, well, because initially it was just going to be this with some type of soft cover. And then I decided to put it in the hardcover. Okay, enough him and hawed about that. I just kind of wanted to give the basics of what I will be working on. So I've already started pulling papers for this journal. So this would go inside here on an elastic, and you could take it in and out as a writing journal. Okay, so I've already started with this. I started out just kind of playing around, experimenting with printing the digital on some of my already coffee stained papers. And for whatever reason, I don't know what happened the first time I tried to print on coffee stained paper, it would not go through, but now it's working fine. So I stained a bunch of paper yesterday, and then I had paper stained. So I can just go back and print on it. I think I have too many misprint inserts for this. And I think I also need to iron some of these pages before I put them through my printer. But I'll be using these. And these are the papers that I dyed in a previous video. I'll try to link to that video here. And then I also have this. I don't know if I'm going to be working on these interchangeable. Like I said, I think I should work on one and finish the one that I'm working on. But this is what I was starting off calling a correspondence journal. But then when I did the cover, it really kind of, I don't know, it doesn't go with being a correspondence journal. So I might go back to doing something more gothic with this. And then I'm using packing papers from different packages that I have received, and I've been holding on to the papers that come in it. So I've been tearing some to make pages, and I'm going to be doing some mixed media stuff on those. Here's like an example of a page, something that I could use as a page. Hopefully I'm in frame and you can see. But I kind of want this to be really grungy since I'm not going to do the correspondence journal thing with it. Then this, I was watching Joe's Jersey Journals on here on YouTube, and she made a concoction using clear glue, coffee, water, and she put vanilla in hers. I didn't put vanilla in mine because vanilla is expensive, and I didn't put the vanilla. If I can find some at Dollar Tree, then I'll add the vanilla. And she also put some re-inker, vintage photo re-inker. I didn't use the re-inker either. So basically all I did was do the coffee, the clear glue, and water. And I stained these last night just to see how it would work. And it works. And it doesn't really leave like a sticky coating like Mod Podge or anything. It feels basically the same texture as this paper, the original paper. So I'm going to play around with that a little more. So you may see me doing that. And I kind of just poured ingredients. I didn't measure anything. So when I make another batch, I need to measure so that I can share the correct consistency with it. So we may skip from working on this when I get tired of it. And I'll jump over and work on this big one. So I already have papers pulled out that I want to use for this. And this is just me playing around last night, trying to come up with some pockets and things like that. This is a little mixed media. And I used that glue mixture on this just to see if it would change the texture of the paper. And it really didn't. Then here are some pages that I've already pulled for this. So I'm just going to stick this stuff in here. And so when we get tired of working on this other journal, those papers need to be stained, then we can jump into this. Okay, so that's me rambling, just kind of working through my thoughts. I also tried that stain on these book pages. Let's see, you can see the difference. So it works pretty good. The only thing is the coffee smell, but that will dissipate over time. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start adding some more pages to this. And I kind of want this to be a little bulky. I don't know what I'm going to do for the cover for this, but for now, I'm just going to get pages going. Also, I want to put a topper on this page. I didn't really want this blue and bright pink and yellow to show through. I kind of wanted it to be a little more subtle on the cover, even though we have those colors on the inside. That's my 8 o'clock alarm. Check. Hey, Miss Lady Diva. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Woods. Sorry. Okay. So this is also, I was just piddling around in here last night doing a whole bunch of nothing. But these are also from the Elegant Creations collection. And I kind of tore these out. Maybe I can incorporate them somehow in the topper. I need to pull some things out to work with for the topper. So I'll probably do that in the next live stream that I do. In the meantime, let's move this mat. And I think I'm going to try and keep one of these silicone mats on my cutting mat because for some reason, I can't seem to get my desk clean once I start getting glue on it. Okay, and I have my Christmas earbuds in that I don't really know how to work, and I keep touching them. And every time I touch them, it changes something on my phone. I gotta get used to that. Okay, so I'm making the pages 5 by 7. So I'm going to try to tear this off. I might have too many pages here. Let's do one at a time. And let's see, let's do this in because it looks worse for wear. So I guess I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to try to commit to doing this almost every morning, at least during the weekdays. My children have gone back to school. They went back yesterday. So I'm up at the crack of dawn anyway. I might as well come in here and do some stuff before day gets away from me. And I'm a really slow crafter, and I think that has a lot to do with why it takes me forever to finish a journal or to work on a journal or whatever. So I think this is a good way for me to get some stuff done. I need to move this so I can see the line. So I'm just lining this up on the grid of the mat and using my ruler to tear. And I probably should have pulled some more papers out. To play with. And let's see. Kind of want to mix this up. Some of this, like this, I think I'll cover because that's just too bold in here. So that's a good start. And let's get some more packing paper. Hold on one second. I have several different weights. I think this is a lighter weight version, so I'm going to use some of this one. Since it's, oops. Sorry, y'all. I hate that this is so crooked. I got to fix that. Anywho, so I think some of this has some perforation or something. Maybe. But I don't see it. So let's just tear some off. I was thinking about doing a whole series on different things you can do with the packing paper since we are, well, a lot of us are ordering a lot of things and you have all this craft colored and cream colored papers that you can use. So let's see. Just trim it to there. And I think I'm just going to fold this one back. So that's a page. I think I'm out of frame a little bit, but I gotta have it close to me so I can see. Let's scoot this up a little bit. There we go. Now this one, oh, that's weird. So I'll probably end up doing some type of mixed media on some of these packing pages, some stamping. I kind of want to see what it's going to feel like if I add Mod Podge to it. Things like that. Let's see what happens. Okay. If I do this way, how wide is that? It's a little short, but let's try it. Tear that off. So that's about 5. What do I want to do about the top? Fold it down the other way. Okay. So we got 3 more pages out of that piece of packing paper. I don't know how many pages I want to put in here. I kind of want it to be a little fluffy. So this is the plain one. And this one. So just building out the signature. So that's 9 pages. Let's see, I'll add a little bit more. So I have this, and I was actually going to put that in the big book, but I got more of this paper. Let's see what we got going on here. I want to use one of these that I dyed. Yes. Keep that for the big book. And I'll use this one here. Big book. Okay. So a few more pages. I think I'm going to go ahead and maybe I'll save this for pockets and ephemera and not use that here and just use these scrap pieces. These Fred Flintstone looking pieces. That's what these remind me of. The Flintstones. I don't know why, but it really does remind me of the Flintstones. Okay. And this one, I think I need to tear it down a little bit. Okay. So then this one will go here. And that's the beginnings of the signature or the notebook insert. Let's put this back. And I think I want to add some other papers to this. Let's see, what do I have up here? None of that. Okay, so these are some papers that I had pulled out. Let's see what that is. To use in the correspondence journal. But since it's not going to be correspondence anymore, let me see if there's anything in here I want to swipe out here. I already had started building signatures and everything. I think I got enough of that paper in here. I don't think there's anything here I want to pull out. I kind of want to use some of this paper. Let's do that. And we'll go ahead and use the dye stuff that I mentioned on it so you can see how it applies. Let's take another one of these out of here. Okay. So we can do that real quick, and then I think that's going to be it because I want to do this for like maybe an hour or so. I might go longer sometimes, but just to keep me actually working on the project. So I put the solution in one of these little storage containers. And again, it is the Amazon Basics clear glue, some inexpensive coffee, and water. She also, when she did it, she also put cinnamon in one batch of hers. And apparently it gives it a textured feeling. I didn't really want the texture. But again, if I can find cinnamon and vanilla at Dollar Tree, then I'll probably give it a shot. But this is kind of the consistency. She didn't talk about what consistency it should be, so I kind of just guessed. But I'm just using this spatula to rub it on to the paper, and it does stain the paper. And it's a little cheaper than trying to use your re-inkers or your ink to stain paper, and it's also a little faster than the coffee staining. I don't know. It's just different. And I'm really anxious to see if it holds up, how it changes the textures of different pages. So far, it hasn't changed the texture, and you would think that it would because it's glue, but it doesn't. So, and then you just kind of have to let it dry. But that is how that works. Now, I don't know about the acidity and all of that. Coffee is acidic. So if you want to neutralize it, maybe you can add some baking soda. I don't know how that would work. I haven't tried it. But I guess that's an option. And I could probably add more coffee to make it darker. Like I said, it was my initial play with it. So I didn't. I ordered some other type of dye solution to make paper look old and vintage. And I know, okay, I know that this is not really how old paper looks. It's just, I guess, our movie concept, our movie idea of what it looks like, or our imagination says this is what old paper looks like. I don't know. But yeah, it dries, no tacky feeling, no gluey, shiny coating, none of that. It's just going to be a matte finish when it dries. And I don't even think it will stick to, that they will stick to each other. I'm not sure. I haven't, I need to lay this somewhere else. I haven't left anything to dry on top of anything, so I'm not sure. But based on how it's feeling, it doesn't feel like it would stick. Miss Lady Diva, yes, I work from home. Let's see. I'm adding you as a moderator, Brandy, if it lets me. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to work all of this out eventually. Let's see. Okay. So I guess I need to put an announcement in my Facebook group when I'm going live over here. But I know most of the people in the group are more interested in the planner stuff, not the junk journal stuff. But that's cool. Okay. Set that one aside to dry. The only thing about this is that it doesn't actually seep through and stain the back of the paper very well. You kind of have to coat both sides. This one is still a little damp, but it's mostly dry already. And I could probably just hit it with the heat tool. And I wonder what this is like to, if you can decoupage with this, since it's not sticky. We might try that right quick just to see. This is turning into a big old experiment. I had torn some napkins. Let's see if I can grab those. Or did I put them back? I think I put them back. Yeah. Well, I do have this tissue paper from Tim Holtz. We can play around with that too. Let's see. Got this napkin. Let's try this piece. Let's see what happens. Ooh, I think I need a delicate brush for this. I wonder how that's gonna do. If it's gonna stick or if it's gonna come flying off of there. Let's do this book page. Let's see what happens. Sorry if I get quiet. It's just how I craft. That's another reason why I kind of steer clear of, well, have been steering clear of the live streams, because I know it's difficult for me to talk the whole time while I'm working on something. But I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm just going to do quiet live streams sometimes. Okay. Then, so this is turning into something completely different. Let's move that one aside a little bit. Let's try a piece of this. I have had this for months and I haven't tried it out at all yet. So let's just tear a piece off. Ooh. Okay. I should have had some music paper over here. My mom is sending me some old patterns that I can use. She has sheet music too, but she didn't want to part with that. So, which is understandable. I was thinking about going to the music store and seeing if they have stuff that they're on the clearance rack. Any music. I really don't want to pay for anything like that, but just to see if they actually have that. Just like, you can go to the library and get old books that they're getting rid of. So all right. That's interesting. So we've tried 2 different napkins. Let me put a lid on this so I don't have an accident. With, I don't know what we're going to call this solution. I have to go back and see what she called it. We've tried the napkins and the tissue. So we'll see how those come out. I'll try to remember to show it tomorrow. Didn't get very far because I got sidetracked with the signature for the journal. I'll probably, let's see, let me check the chat. Oh, Miss Lady Diva says she likes both the junk journals and planner. And Patricia says, I enjoy both as well. All your work is beautiful. Thank you, Patricia. Okay, so I thought more time had passed, but it has not. So I can pull some more papers. Let's see what I got here. Nope, don't want to use that. Give me a second. Sorry, y'all. I'm prepared. I'm just looking through some of my scraps. Okay, so I have an envelope or folder of papers that I have colored or dyed. I think this is the right one. So I'm gonna see if there's anything in there that I can use. What did I knock over? So, and I just, here we go. So stuff like this. I don't even remember what I did with this. I think this was, we were playing around with shaving cream. I think this will go with this because it has those bluish looking colors in it. So I'm going to use that one and that one, I guess. This is just watercolored. Let me wipe this up before I get it everywhere. Then this is more packing paper that I sprayed, and it has shimmer mist on it. So it's kind of sparkly, a lot of it. I think this is either tracing. This is tracing paper. That's a little too pink. I constantly have alarms going off. Okay, so I think I might pull this one out to play around with. And this is, again, packing paper, but it's that really thin paper. So I'll probably coat that with something to stiffen it up, maybe some clear gesso. I don't want to use all of my packing paper that I dyed. So we got those going on. And these are jelly plate prints and mop-up pages that I don't really like. They didn't come out that great because, yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. Kind of like that page. Let's take that out. Take that one out. Okay. So I just keep all of those in this folder. Let's see what these are. I think this was me playing around with some metallic watercolor. Let's pull those out and see what we can do. Okay. So I don't really have any real vintage papers that I can use in any of this. So I kind of have to make everything. I'm going to prop these up over here out of the way. They're a little bit drier now. So the fan can get to them. Boy, we are so crooked. Wow. Good morning, Deborah. Let's wipe this off. Getting on my mat. Okay. So let's see. I guess I don't need this at the moment. So this is paint on here. So I'll definitely seal it with something. It's a matte acrylic paint. I have lots of tracing paper. I need to make more things with tracing paper, I think. I'm probably going to dull down that back page. Let's see. I just fold it like this. What will happen? Oh, I need to trim some off the top. So this is kind of how I put my signatures together. I just start grabbing different papers that I think will look okay and put them in. And then once I have everything in there that I think I want, I kind of go back through and organize how I want the pages to flow. I try to do it as I'm adding, but what is going on over there? But it doesn't always work that well. I have to kind of flip through it and see what's going on. I think after I put these in here, that's going to be enough pages because it's going to get really bulky once I start decorating the pages. Oh, I might have to take some of that out because I have my accordion journal that I made. Oh yeah, I forgot all about, I wanted to do that. I'm going to tear it apart if I can find it. Oh yes. I got all the stuff that I'm working on piled up right next to me. So it's a lot. Maybe we'll do the accordion journal in the next one. Or did I put it up here in front of me? Yep, that's where I put it. Okay, we'll do it now. So I made this accordion journal on my other channel, SCRAPCRAFTASTIC. And I did one layout when I got our new cat. And I'm not feeling it. So I figured I would take this page out, the Luna page. It's already coming loose. And put that somewhere in an art journal maybe or something. Just put that page down. So I do have my art journal under the desk here. So I'm going to stick that in there. And then the rest of these pages can work as actual signature pages. So let me put my light down here so I can see. There we go. Okay. So this is my art journal that I rarely use. So I can just like put that down on one of the pages. I might have to trim it. Or I could just tip it in, let it flip in and out. So I'm just going to leave that there. At least it didn't go to waste. So I guess I'll just treat this accordion as a snippet roll. So I can take off 2 pages at a time and add to my signature. Like that. So, I mean, it's not going to waste. And I would make another one just to be able to pull the pages off like that and add to a journal. And I tend to like the 5x7 size. So that works out great because most everything I'm doing other than the big Mama Jamma is 5x7. So I think I might take that out and put this in instead. And it has a pocket there to decorate up. Let's see, we can use this one too, and then I'll save the rest. Got it upside down. Let's try again. Okay. Let's take that out. Put that around. I think we're good. I think I got enough of the actual collections paper, the digital kit paper in here. And then the other papers that I'm not using, I can use to make tags and such. Do I want this page? I like this page because I like this digital, but this big empty space bugs me a little bit. Let's put that in here like so. We can keep this as our first page. Alrighty. And then we got these that I didn't use. I can make a short page with this. Let's do that. Let's get this out of the way. Add some color right there. Okay. So that's it. That is the signature. I may add something and take away something. I probably need to. I think this is going to need to go on the outside because it's so big. It's a little bigger. And then I won't have to trim down too much off of the outside edge. So this is going to go in here like this. And it's going to chunk it up a little bit once I start adding embellishments and everything to it. There. Was I out of frame for all of that? Miss Lady Diva says, yes, Rachelle, your work is amazing. I am sometimes awed by the end results of your planner spreads. I love how you see decorations. Thank you. Deborah says, you make everything look so easy. I'm always in awe of how your journals and planners come together. Thank you. Very nice. Sorry, y'all. Hello? Okay, sorry about that. It was the school calling, well, virtual school calling. I called them 2 or 3 days ago. I was like, well, I already had it taken care of now. So, yeah, my children were doing virtual school for the first semester, and second semester, we're back to in person. So, I was trying to get all their transfer stuff taken care of. Anywho, I guess that's going to be about it for this video. I'll try to be more organized the next time. I don't like to wait until I have everything perfect to do something, because if I do that, then I'll never do it. So on this video, we worked on putting together the signature. I showed you this journal. Again, let me know in the comments below if you want me to show you how I put the envelopes together to make the pages that are inside the hardcover. We looked a little bit at the Big Mama Jamma planner. I guess that's what I'm going to be calling it. Not planner. Oh, I'm stuck on planner. Journal. And then we played around with the glue. I don't know what it's called. Solution on some paper and doing a little decoupage to stain paper. That didn't stain very well on the yellow. It's not dark. I probably need to add more coffee. But that's what these are looking like now. They're still quite wet. But yeah, I'm not gonna put it on my desk because I don't want it to get on my mat. But I think that's everything that we did. If you have any questions, let me know. Even if you're on the live, can you come back and leave me a comment and hit that thumbs up for me, please? And I'll try to be back on a regular basis. I'm not going to commit to every day, but I would like to do every day. So that's it. And I'll holler at y'all next time. Bye.